It's gonna take me way more than 60 seconds to get everything. Always told to circle away from the pain. If I start hitting you with my left hook. Right, team, this is video blog 1. I've got my little mate with me, look, and he's over the moon. Aren't you, Josh? The chunky monkey. So, how is everyone? I hope we're all well. A couple of things I wanted to talk about today. One is what we're going to do in the future for moving forward. And 2 is a little bit about mindset and dark days, etc. So, starting off with my little offering of insight today. So today I'm feeling good. I had a good workout this morning, which I'm going to post up. I know everyone's sick of seeing everyone's online workouts, but I guess what else are you going to do? So what used to be a bit of a wanky thing to do is now necessary for those of us that need ideas and stuff like that. So I'll post that up later on. There'll be a few exercise descriptions because some of the stuff that I do you might not understand, but just keep your eyes peeled for that. We'll chuck it up on YouTube, on Facebook. So yeah, I had a good workout this morning, which has put me in a good place for the day. Yesterday was a bad day for me for the first time in the 5 days, which is a small period of time. I was just feeling like shit. I was sick of being inside, sick of not being able to do what I wanted to do, sick of not being able to work out properly, sick of all of these things, and just sick of the situation. But I think that is part and parcel of what the next few months is going to be like. A few months, few weeks, whatever it is. Expect the worst and hope for the best, I think, is the way to go in this scenario. So yeah, I was feeling pretty crap yesterday. I think what I wanted to address was we're going to feel like this on days in this coming period. We're going to feel crap some days. Some days it's just going to be miserable. And I think you have to be prepared for that. You can't be upbeat all the time. I'm pretty positive despite the upside down smile that I wear most of the time. I'm a pretty positive, upbeat person. Yesterday I was a misery, which is no fun for anyone, myself included. But it happens to me from time to time, even when everything is normal. I have bad days. We all do. But my rule, I operate on a 24-hour rule. It's hard to have a bad day with this fella around. Although he was cranky yesterday. That's why it made it a little bit harder too, because he just cried the whole time. Wouldn't sleep. So my rule, 24-hour rule. So sometimes I wake up and I'm not feeling it. For whatever reason, I'm miserable, I'm demotivated, I just don't fancy it. So I accept that and I allow myself that. Whatever self-pity I'm wallowing in or whatever situation it is that's got me feeling like that, I just go with it. And I say, for this 24 hours or for while you're awake this day, you can be miserable. You can feel sorry for yourself. That's fine. When your alarm rings the next day, that's when you get up and you get on with it. And that's a new day, and the self-pity's in the past. And it's time to move forward in a positive manner. So that's what I do to manage my dark days and my self-pity days and my miserable days and my angry days and my grumpy days, which, contrary to popular belief, aren't every day. So yeah, the 24-hour rule, it works for me. Yeah, I just embrace it. I'm like, yeah, you feel like shit today. So what? Tomorrow's another day. We're moving on. And when that alarm goes off the next day, or when I wake up the next day, we're good to go. So yeah, like I said, yesterday was crap. I'm feeling pretty good today. This fella looks like he's a bit tired. So yeah, try that out. Just if you're having a bad day, admit it, embrace it, and just go, look, I was going to eat really healthy while I was on this lockdown. I was going to be really productive and do some work and do some housework. If you're having that bad day and you have the ability to do so, Sit and watch a box set on the TV. Sit and play video games. Whatever it is that's going to make you feel good that day, do that and minimise the stresses and strains. So yeah, that's my advice. The 24-hour rule is going to come into play a lot over the next weeks, months, whatever it is. So give that a shot. Next thing I wanted to tackle was the plans for the gym moving forward. It was really disappointing the other day, and I did gloss over it briefly, but PaySmart called and said we weren't allowed to keep charging everyone direct debits because it's against the law, because we're not providing the service that you signed up for. Fair enough, I don't agree with it, but that's a position that we've been put in. I did send a group email out to everyone on MailChimp, so if you didn't receive an email from me, check your trash, check your junk, check your where your promotional marketing stuff normally goes to, and see if it's in there. If it's in there, great. If you didn't get an email and you want to get in touch with me, or you want to receive the emails, just give me a shout, send me a DM with your email address in it, and I'll get the message to you personally. But I'm going to be using MailChimp a lot. It's a good like a little newsletter. I'll try and do a MailChimp once a week, and I'll describe everything that's going on, what we're doing, what the plans are, any updates I have, any video. I might chuck some videos in there, whatever. So get onto the MailChimp. If you can't find it, or you didn't receive a mail from me the other day, then try and look in your trash folders. Okay, but what I'm going to do moving forward is, okay, so everyone's direct debit is stopped. Those of you that have reached out to me and wanting to restart by email, thank you very much. Again, I can't thank you guys enough. We're down to 0 income at the gym at the moment, so every little helps. But I'm not a beggar, so I'm not going to ask you to give me money and not give you anything in return. So the new phase of Scrappy MMA's life will be Scrappy MMA Online. We're going to run a full timetable of live classes. These are fully interactive on Zoom, okay, so you can be in it, you can ask me questions, I can come and speak to you and any technical questions you have. So it's a really good tool to work. So we're going to be running these Zoom classes. The cost I'm going to apply to this is $20 a week for unlimited access to all the online content. And I'm also going to add a possibility to pay for individual classes. So I'm sort of getting all that ready for Monday. We're going to do a big test on Saturday, and then on Monday I'm going to look to roll it out. So anyone who's keen on that, hit me up. Again, it's all going to be better done through email. So DM me your email address. I'll get an group email going, and I'll make sure you guys are receiving that information. Information on how you can pay. And don't worry if you can't afford to pay. If you've been laid off, you don't have any money, you're struggling, you don't need to pay. Just message me, okay, and we'll sort it out. So don't worry if you can't afford it. I'm not in it for that. I mean, obviously I'm trying to, full disclosure, I'm trying to raise a bit of money for the gym so that we can start where we left off whenever we need to. But I'm trying to, I will make it available to those of you that can't afford it. You are obviously my number one priorities in this thing. And also, if you're struggling financially, a lot of people are, please reach out to the community. If you need some tin food, if you need some bread, if you need some pasta, if we can get hold of any, if you need some rice, whatever it is, you're not in this alone. If you're part of this community, we got you. We got each other, all right? So don't be afraid. As humans, we're always afraid to ask for help. I'm the worst for it. I could be struggling. I never ask anyone for help. It's stupid, right? People love to help, okay, especially within our community. So please ask for help if you need it. I'm here to help you. Josh, you need any help? You're looking a bit sad, boy. So yeah, please reach out to me. If I can come and drop something off at your door and do a drive-by, I will. If you need equipment, hit me up. There's equipment in that gym that's going to sit there. Let me know what you need and I'll get it to you, all right? So that's that. So look out for our online stuff. We're going to be starting that soon, and we're going to improve all the while we're in this lockdown period, okay? So stick with me. all the information will be released later. I guess the next thing I want you guys to do is send me your email addresses. Okay, if you're interested in the online stuff, get me your email address. Boy. If you get me your email address, okay, then I'll get the info out to you. All right, and the last part of my video today is a little bit of a plea, I guess. If you are, put your hand up if you're sick of this. It's week day 6 for me in isolation, all right? Put your hand up if you'd love to go back to the gym as normal. Put your hand up if you'd like to be able to go and have a coffee with your mates, or a pint, or whatever you do. Put your hand up if you're staying indoors and taking every measure you can to isolate yourselves and stop the spread of this virus. If you didn't put your hand up for that, you need to have a look at yourself. You can say how much you're missing the gym. The sooner you isolate yourself and stop spreading the virus around, the sooner we can open the gyms again. The sooner I can have an income and a business again. Okay? And that's just me being selfish. But the sooner that people are going to stop getting sick and people are going to stop dying is the sooner you isolate yourselves from people. So please, I implore you to do the right thing. We're doing it. My family's doing it. We've got 2 young kids. It's not the funnest, but we're getting through it, okay? And the sooner everyone does it, the sooner everyone locks down, we can get back to some form of normality. So I beg you, please consider, if you don't need to be out of the house, don't go out of the house. Just have a bit of hardship in your life. You know, it's going to make you stronger. I already appreciate, I was moaning about so much stuff before this happened. I pay too much tax. I would love to earn some money to have to pay tax at the moment. You know, I can't do this. I'm too busy. I never get any sleep. But well, that hasn't changed. But, you know, all these things that I took for granted, all the things I was doing every day that I can't do anymore. This is an eye-opener for me of how lucky and how good we actually have it. So, you know, like I've said all the way along, my message through this is to try and improve. Let's try and be better people and better humans as we come out the back of this. And we can, okay? I'm not perfect. Yeah, like I say, I had a terrible day yesterday. Wasn't enjoying life at all. But today I'm back on it, and I'm back and I'm motivated. And, you know, sink or swim time, innit? Time to get amongst it. Time to be positive and time to improve as humans and as business people and as friends and as neighbours and as a community. So we are a strong community at Scrappy MMA and the Set Co. Okay, even though the Set's only been open for a very short period of time. I'm super proud of all those guys and the way that we've all come together straight away, and we have the same community vibe that we do at Scrappy. So let's lean on those communities and let's think about those communities as we move forward, and let's just get through this as quickly as we can. All right, so that's me for today. Probably spoke for way too long, but there's not much else to do, so keep taking the tablets, stay sane, stay safe, stay inside.